Hi friends, this is Devansh Lakhani from Lakhani Financial Services. Today I'm going to talk about a certain company that we all use in our day-to-day lives, and it is present in everyone's smartphone today. We use it on a day-to-day basis to actually see who has called us, which number has called us, who was that person out there. Yes guys, I'm talking about Truecaller. We're going to discuss about how Truecaller makes money, what is its revenue model, and how it has made money over the past years that it has been existent. But before we understand how Truecaller makes money, let us first get into the basics of what Truecaller essentially does. Right. So what Truecaller does is that it allows people like you and me to search someone's number and someone's name from the application itself because of the huge customer base that it has. So essentially, when you or me we sign up on the application, what happens is that Truecaller collects all our data and it stores it in its library. This is a known fact that that Truecaller will obviously is going to take our contact details. It takes our phone number, name, etc., so that it can use it in its library. Now, what is not known is that Truecaller, when I, for example, sign up on Truecaller, Truecaller will not only take my details, but it will take the hundreds and thousands of the contact list that I have in my smartphone. It will take everyone's name and number. So that is the biggest game changer of what Truecaller essentially does, and how it has created a massive user base data. Now, when Truecaller started off in its early days, 2009-10 approximately, when it started off just by collecting data of the people who were signing up, and it was just a a normal database kind of a company, collating data, etc. But later on, when it realized that this is not going to work, it started using crowdsourcing platform. It started, by crowdsourcing. What I mean is that it started collecting the phone numbers, and it started assigning a name to that phone number, so that whenever anyone calls, you could see that particular name. So that's when the J curve of Truecaller started, and that's when the revenues and the profitability of the company just shot up, massively. So obviously, you all would be wondering, how Truecaller, such a huge customer database company, global customer database company, makes money. I am going to talk about that in this video, but before I do that, I would request you all to subscribe to my channel, click on the notification button below, like this video, and we'll make sure we can come up with much more videos on businesses, on investments, and on startups. So the first revenue model which Truecaller uses to make money out of its business is called the freemium model. What I mean by freemium model is that when you or me, when we sign up to Truecaller, it's free of cost. Truecaller does not take any monthly or annual kind of subscription charges or fees. However, when we are inside the app and when we want to use the services of the app, like to search people and to search numbers, etc., there are certain services or facilities which are available, for which you need to pay a certain amount to Truecaller, which starts from the range of maybe 99 cents, $1 approximately, for the kind of services that you can avail. And that member is called a premium member. Every premium member has a blue badge on its profile, so that indicates that he or she is a premium member, and they can avail of all the services that they have actually applied for. The few facilities that are available for a premium member when he or she pays to Truecaller is that number one, you can view the profile. You can see the viewers who have seen your profile. You can see the number of times they have seen your profile, and the time at which when they have seen your profile. So that is number one. Number two is you can erase all the advertisements that actually harass you while you are inside the application, and when you're busy, you want to search a number, you want to search a name, and you get really irritated by the advertisements that come on Truecaller. Even while calling, the advertisements come down, so that's really annoying. If someone wants to get rid of that advertisement, you can pay Truecaller. The third one is, you can send, you can, avail the facility of monthly contact requests. Now, what does that mean? Is that a premium member can, send requests to 30 Truecaller users seeking their contact information and their details in a month. So what happens is that an SMS will be sent to that Truecaller user asking for his permission, and then that user can grant it or reject it. Obviously, the name of that person who's sending the request will be given to the person receiving the request. So these are the three basic facilities or features that a premium member can also take, and for this Truecaller charges certain amount from where it makes its first source of revenue. The second source of revenue for Truecaller, and this is a very very big and important one, is advertisements. And why not? I mean, advertisements would become such a big source of revenue for such a company which has huge global, mind-boggling number of global users and database that it already stores. So it has huge potential to show, ads to people that are using its application. Now, obviously, if you are on Truecaller, you would have noticed when you enter the app, there are multiple ads of products, of companies, of different brands. Also, when you receive a call from someone, or when you are doing an outgoing call, outbound call, when you're doing that call, in that view color, the advertisement of some company or brand or a product that pops up, and it's really very very annoying, to be honest. But that's the source of revenue that they earn. One of the biggest sources of revenue also what they earn from. Now, what happens is that Truecaller website and the application together, they run millions of impressions each day, and that is like a huge number of impressions that they run, that even for Google AdSense they are one of the biggest publishers. Now, what will happen is, if we just assume that Truecaller has 500 million global user base, and we even, for example, discount it by 50%, and we just take it at 250 million user base, assuming that Truecaller charges $1.2 to $1.5 cost per mile, that is for 1,000 impressions, and it has at least 10 interaction with users on a daily basis, that would more or less amount to approximately $36 to $38 million of annual revenue run rate. So that is a huge number, which is a major contributor to Truecaller's revenue stream. The third revenue model for Truecaller is its database sharing. Now, this is of course a very very simple kind of a model, but again this contributes a very very good percentage of the total Truecaller revenue. What it essentially means is, say for example, if you or me, we want to contact someone, say out of the blue, maybe let's say for example a celebrity, Shah Rukh Khan or Akshay Kumar or Siddharth Malhotra, anyone, for example Sachin Tendulkar, their contact is there with Truecaller. Truecaller has these guys' contact number. Any celebrity, for example, or any person you want to contact with, Truecaller would have their contact base. They would get you in touch with them, but they charge a bomb figure to actually get in touch with them or get their contact base, so that it will be a very very original contact base. It's not going to be some fake kind of a number or something. It is going to be original, but you have to pay a huge amount of money to obviously get that one particular number, and that is where also a very good percentage of Truecaller revenue actually comes in from database sharing. The fourth revenue model which Truecaller applies to make money is Truecaller for Business. Now, what do I mean by Truecaller for Business is that, say for example, if you have a company XYZ Limited, and you have, say for example, hundreds of numbers from where you actually do calls, or you have inbound calls or outgoing calls, and you would want to essentially save that particular number in Truecaller by a certain name. So what you can do is, you have to pay Truecaller a certain money, certain amount of sum, on a monthly basis, so that Truecaller allows you to save those 100 numbers by the name that you decide. Say for example, if you want XYZ Limited sales, XYZ Limited sales 2, XYZ Limited, customer care, XYZ Limited helpline number, XYZ Limited marketing. So what happens is you can allow Truecaller to save those numbers by the names that you want them to save it, so that when you call up someone or you're doing any cold calling or your customer care team calls up, to help someone out or something, the person who's receiving that call knows that who is calling, and they know that okay, this is of importance or this is not of importance. It gives obviously a huge advantage to the company or the business that subscribes to this kind of package, but it is also a very, very good source of revenue for Truecaller, that is Truecaller for business. So these were the 4 major sources of revenue for Truecaller. I'm sure there are a couple of 1, 2 or 3 sources of revenue more that we have not taken into consideration into this video, but I would love to hear from you guys what are those 1, 2, 3 other revenue streams for Truecaller in the comment section below. Would love to know your answers and your replies also on that. And if you have really enjoyed this video, click on the like button, and would request you all to subscribe to our channel. Click on the notification bell below so that you all get notified whenever we come up with such interesting videos on business, on startups, on angel investing. Thanks a lot, guys.